Hello viewers, you are welcome once again to a special edition of Hour of Glory Television's program. Hawk TV, as the name says, the best within the community. Of course, today we arrived at the office, and of course it's outside of Van Appia and Vandali Advocate. When we talk about the law, we talk about Josef Van Appia. Josef, you are welcome once again to Hour of Glory Television.
Welcome.
Thank you. It's been a while that we've been talking. We just want to visit you and have a bit of knowledge about new things, improvements, what is in the pipeline when we talk about, immigration laws here in the Netherlands. I have a Dutch child, but I want to know my situation about it.
Oh, okay.
The Chavez, you said Chavez or Chavez, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, that is something which is quite ongoing thing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it is more or less, very simple. That you can have a father or you can have a mother who is illegal, but the person has a Dutch child.
Okay.
So what it's about. So the one who is illegal and being a father or mother of a Dutch child can get staying permit through the child, not through the parent, but through the child. And then it is also possible if even the person is living outside the country. So more or less, for example, in a hypothetical situation,
Okay.
you can have a mother who is illegal or a father who is illegal. And
Can we hear you a bit louder?
a mother or a father who is illegal and living abroad, living in Ghana, for example. And but the children or the child has a Dutch passport. So in that sense, it means therefore that the mother who is illegal and caring for the children in that place can also come to the Netherlands with the child or with the children.
Wow.
And
wow.
then it means therefore that this parent will get a staying permit through the children. But first of all, the parent has to get a visa from the place where he or she is to come here, and that visa is very easy to arrange. You can arrange it within 1 week or 2 weeks. It's very easy. As soon as you prove that you have the dead children and then you are living with them, they have the right to come here, and they will come here together with the person who is caring for them or for him or her.
Wait a minute, Joseph. I have a Dutch child living with the mother in Ghana.
Yeah.
And because the child is Dutch, the mother can also come to Holland without going through MVV.
Without going through MVV procedure. The only thing the mother needs is a visa to come. And as I said, the visa is very easy to arrange.
And how does the mother prove that I'm the child? Just with a birth certificate?
Yeah, with a birth certificate, that's the only thing you can prove that you are.
Or a father proves with the birth certificate?
Exactly.
And the birth certificate have to go through the process of being legalized on those kind of things?
Yeah, in the end you have to legalize it, but the birth certificate is a proof that you are father or
the mother
of a child and nothing else.
So, a typical situation, as you said, a hypothetical situation, how does the mother or the father in Ghana get the visa? Do you have to call the lawyer first? Do you have to send the detail? How is the process being done?
Well, so far what I've done is that I sent a letter to the embassy with the particulars of the woman or the man who want to come here with the children, as well as the names of the kids and their passports.
Okay.
Yeah. So it means therefore by this way the embassy knows that we are talking about their children. Yeah, who are coming with their parent.
Wow.
So and then the same thing I used to send it to the person living in Ghana, and then he has to make a normal appointment to the embassy and go there.
He doesn't need any invitation letter?
Actually, what they do in these cases is that they even call you and make appointment with you on the phone.
Wow.
Yeah, so they ask, I did one for a Moroccan woman, even two so far for people from Morocco, and they call them, the embassy called them, they called me first to ask them the telephone numbers of those people.
Wow, wow.
And then they called the person to make appointment. So you go there, and then you get your visa.
You don't need invitation letter, you don't need to prove income, no MVV.
No, we call it a facilitation visa. facilitation, to facilitate your coming.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it. And then so that is very easy. And the same thing applies to people who are in already and they are illegal, but their child
Is Dutch.
Is Dutch, and that comes. That can happen when the mother, for example, is Dutch or the father is Dutch.
Right.
But the Dutch nationality comes from one of the parents. So in that sense, it means therefore the illegal. When every child has a father and every child has a mother, so one of them might be illegal. In that sense, you do it the same thing. I mean, the difference is that you are not coming from abroad; you are doing it here. So it is a question of application by the END, and then you are in the process of getting the stamp permit. The only thing which is needed in this type of cases is that the illegal parent have to prove that he cares for the child.
And let's come in there. Say, I was say papa no actually say on any bad relationship, and that's optional.
Yes, you care for the child and not necessarily
Cash,
money wise.
Okay.
It can also be that you bring the child to school every day.
Okay.
You will take the child from school. When the child is sick, you bring the child to the hospital.
To the swimming.
All those places. And when the child was born, I have cases of sometimes a child who is 1 month old, and then the mother or the father is asking for staying permit. Now, for the mother side, it's very easy.
Okay.
Yeah, because a child is born through the mother.
Right.
Yeah? So that's very easy to prove. But the father, for example, who is coming here with, said I'm the father of the child, and then the child is some few months older. Now, if you have photos, maybe at the time of the birth you were there, when before the child was born, we call it midwife visit and all those things. If you go with a woman, they will give you a letter that during all this period they were coming together.
Wow.
That is all the indication that you are involved with a person, because by doing so, the law says that you create a dependency, yeah, the dependency between the child and the father who is illegal, or the mother, yeah. Because look, with the mothers, the dependency is always there, but with the fathers, it's always you have to do a bit more.
But do you also come and say, I was meeting the dark now, because
not necessary.
Okay.
Not necessary. You don't have to. The child doesn't have to have your name.
yeah, because you know say Holland the I collect if or my meeting to for papa din. Nti we say hu say me be ma me ba no e Dutch ni ba me ni bi. Nti I was say me kwese san din ba me din mu ansa na.
You don't have to.
Wow.
The child doesn't have to have your name.
Wow.
The only thing is that you have to prove that on the paper you're the father or the child.
Wow.
And then you can do it in two ways. Either you recognize a child who is not born yet, and then immediately the child is born. If you choose to have your name as someone who is recognized the child will be born with your surname.
Okay.
You can also recognize the child afterwards, after the child is born. Okay. These are the two ways in which you have to prove that you are the father of the child. Once again, with a woman, it's easy because they give birth to the child, and then it is always there.
Josef, what about situations so say Berman and Obano because Yentimbum Tokwanti many Obani need good relationship, but me basusoni can I still go ahead and ask for staying permit because of my child?
Yeah, but then you have a case of like that here, because if you are the father of the child, then it means therefore, whatever be the case, what the woman is doing, you are still the father.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to prove. And sometimes even the woman is not even prepared for you to recognize the child.
Yeah.
In that wise, we have to do a case at the court whereby the court will give the permission for you to recognize the child.
Wow.
Yes. And if you do that, then it means you create, first of all, that you're the father, and then secondly, you can remit the child, yeah, every month. So give maybe 50 euro or whatever, and then at the same time we can also create a situation whereby the court will give you the permission to see the child once in 1 week or once in 2 weeks. You know.
Wow.
So by so doing, you create a relationship between you and the child. Yeah. So in the situation you are talking about, means that we have to do a bit extra.
Wow. Josef, I come on at the
and one thing also which is maybe important, that if the child is not born yet, yeah, there's a possibility to go to the city council, and they will give you a letter, abstrexo, and then it shows that they have to see you as a father of unborn child, but they have to see you as if that the child has been born alive.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is also a possibility whereby they can give you extract, and that extract will show that the child is not born, but you have to be considered as if the child is born. You understand?
Okay.
And then if you get that, you can even apply the permit before the child comes.
Wow. Do you have to ask yourself, during this process, as the man or as the woman, do I need to prove something worry or baby and I say, do those things doesn't come in?
No, it doesn't come. Once again, as I said, it is between you and the child.
Okay.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the woman, yeah, the mother of the child. So it means that a father who is legal is applying stay permit to stay with his dead child. This father might have maybe married with another woman.
Okay.
Might have a relationship, but it doesn't matter. It is all about the child and the father.
Thank you very much. Ebia fe na audio TV no atoha yene eye lawyer Josef Van Appia. Josef Van Appia eye akukudam kese ewo eye emramu na yene ne eka eye bose bibi de service mra wo eba anasa akoda say ye oba na bema na oba no eye Dutch ni na bema no anasa oba no oni asetena ekwan a betimi afa so enya wasetena afiri oba ho say wo Holland ha so wo bibremu ba bibia wo wiase abonten bia no wo se ekwan eda ho so musabeka wo se mra bia ni ho ni nyina nso be fa telephone no afra lawyer na watima ma akwankyira betimi afa so empo so oba no na bema no Ghana obaji of bibi de facilitating visa for the amount the aba na oba wabaji wasetena so e de amount. Joseph, before we finish it up, and we also want to talk slightly if there's also been a new changes about this MVV also.
No, MVV has not changed. It's still the MVV, so that one is still the same.
And the last thing also from MVV, if my partner cannot write the exams and pass,
that is a good question. There's a possibility to get exemption.
Wow.
But you have to prove that at least you have tried for about 4 times.
Okay, so if my wife or my husband cannot write the exam, maybe he have tried 3 or 4 times and he has failed, then there's the possibility for exemptions.
Yes, you have to. That is a special procedure which has to be requested.
Okay. Finally, we come back to the income of the MPV. Is it changed? Is it still the same?
It is not changed. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it is about 1,600 euros. So I think it is 1,500 and something. Getting to 1,600 euros.
Okay.
But then gross.
Oh, not that netto.
No, gross.
Wow.
Which is brutto.
Okay.
Index.
Okay.
So it means therefore if you earn about 1,600 euros gross a month, you're okay.
But you still need to be a fast worker or a permanent worker?
No, you have to prove that if you have, let's say someone has been working before and he has now a contract of 6 months, at least the coming 6 months, if the income will be available, it's more or less like a contract of 6 months, you can use it for NGV as well.
Wow. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a fast worker. So far as you're in the system and you have been working.
Yeah, and let's say you are going to ask MDV now and you prove that you have an income which is going to, you have a contract which will give you work for the coming 6 months. And then you have, it is 1 year before and 6 months ahead. Do you understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. At least the last 1 year, no year, Juma, continuously.
Exactly.
And now you send him say, oh, the 1 year class out the winning.
6 months.
6 months, class the winning.
Yes.
Now, so obi so kofan embaso aba. Is it the same as on sunya income? And I say, omadi, here say obenya income there.
You have to get income.
The same thing is how you did no.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But I mean, if it is 1,600 euros brutto, which is gross,
the net is about 1,200.
Many people earn that. That shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is always that the people, because before, then you have to prove that you have a contract which is for permanent contract.
Okay.
And you have to prove that at least at the moment that you were asking the stay permit, your contract is going to be at least 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah. And 1 year means more or less that if you want to be saved, then it have to be a permanent contract. But now it's 1 year before and 6 months ahead.
Wow. Oh, then there's a good news. Yeah. Wow. He said the lawyer can, that means at least the last 1 year, no, 1 year, Juma, and over a year, your friend says 6 months, so either one.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we also would like you to give us your final advice or whatever things you want to give it to us before we put out the telephone numbers.
Well, final advice, yeah, my advice to especially the youth, continue to study and follow my footsteps. What I've done, becoming a lawyer in a different country, I think. Yeah.
Not only a lawyer, but the first black person to be a lawyer.
Yeah, so other people can also do the same. But it's a question of putting aside and then have a goal in life. You know, if you have a goal in life, you can achieve it. But you have to have a goal. Yeah.
But Josef, we haven't seen you employing some of these Ghanaian young lawyers also coming. Do you have the door open for them?
The door is always open. The door is open, and what I've seen is that some of them, I've talked to some of them, they study law, but mostly I've seen that they study international law, which you can be a lawyer. You can be a lawyer, but not on the field of where
you are. Oh, okay, yes. Okay. Then it's good. Hey, medasi bebre se unya bre eje yen na ohwe dwumadie kese aye ne lawyer Josef Van Appia adwetwe enkomo. Van Appia lawyer ne kese okodua a and ye adanse die mpo edi adanse okodua no se ono ani nipa tuntuma ofira bibrema odi kan be ye okasamafo ewo Holland abontin so o se wo asem bi wo mpopoye bibi kire wadwene efa immigration sem ho se wo ne obi ewo ba na sebe akola nkuta dutch ngoma na wo de oni hu bibia no ne nyina obetimi afre no wo be se okofa wo yire onua oba wadafo bi eba so a ne nyina bibi efa yasetenam ewo kodua po bia no obefre lawyer Josef Van Appia. Telephone number no 020-531-2999. 020-531-2999. Joseph, can we also get your mobile number also so that at least we can also help us when there is the need to?
06.
That is 06
50
20
991.
06 50 20 7991. Because the reason I asked for the mobile number, I remember once in a while somebody called the mobile na ya didn't panic coffee now ni free play. So it means sometimes we can also call the mobile
emergency. Yes.
Emergency. Also on personal relationships.
No.
That is it. Hey, thank you one more time for being with us. We have a one-on-one with lawyer Josef Van Appia. The name once again is Odifo. Lawyer.
Okay.
Thank you.